Thank you so much, Kat. Well, we are discussing menopause this morning. We've got Dr. Carol Thomas and Dr. Eve on the couch. Dr. Eve, I want to talk about sexual health for a second because we really haven't touched on that yet.
A little bit. Carol has spoken about what she does, which is vaginas, and that's very important. Also,
vaginas.
all the symptoms that she mentioned is going to have an effect on the way a woman feels about herself as she watches her change in body and as her mood changes as well. And because of the loss of estrogen, she's also not going to be feeling, as Carol mentioned, her libido is going to go down somewhat. And because of the discomfort with penetration, with being sexual, she's going to be less wanting or less motivated to be sexual. All of that influences the way she's going to have a relationship or the way she's going to be relating to her partner. So we have to take into consideration the impact this has on her partner and her children as well. If she is in a relationship or with a woman or with a man, whoever she's in a relationship with, it's going to have an impact. So women should be expecting that there will be a loss of interest or libido changes. And also, as I said, because of the increased discomfort and even pain with menopause as it goes along. Now, if you don't get any treatment, if you're just going to ignore it and think, oh, well, this is what happens to every single woman, you're going to end up with vaginal atrophy, right? I mean, one way or another.
That's a terrible word, but it is true. And that there's thinning of the vaginal walls and less lubrication, the pH changes. So,
it's sore, it's painful. And if women are not prepared for that, then it's quite a shocking experience. And then they stop being sexual altogether. And then things just drift apart. Their relationships become quite strained. There's tension, there's conflict in the relationship, which is what I'm always concerned about. And there are things that can be done. So even if women decide not to, or if they're high risk, right, for hormone therapy, there are wonderful moisturizers that we sell. I mean, I import them. I've just got a whole new range of wonderful organic moisturizers which women can insert into their vaginas. We've also got wonderful lubricants that can be used for women, which ease the discomfort. And of course, for me, if you are not going to be able, even if you are using hormone therapy, and you're finding that, you know, my orgasms, there's less sensation, I've got diminishment in that experience, we use sex toys. This is where the clinical use of sex toys come into it. It's not just the sexy, trendy part about it, but using a vibrator can really remind you what I'm missing and what feels fantastic for me, in order to be sexual, because you have a right to be sexual again.
Topics like this I wish we could talk about for hours and hours and hours. Unfortunately, we don't have the time, but there is an event that's happening in November because it is World Menopause Day tomorrow, but it's happening in November. Tell us more.
In November, the South African Menopause Society has a congress, but attached to that congress on the Saturday, 26th November at the Sports Science Institute, there is a public health day where 6 speakers, very good speakers. One is going to be the North American Menopause Society person. She's a television personality as well, who will be speaking about 6 topics from breast health through to what happens during the menopause in a morning workshop. It will be publicized in local newspapers and on social media. But it is a free event, and I think it's one where consumers can come and listen and ask questions to what's happening in the world of menopause.
Awesome stuff. Well, it's been so wonderful chatting to Dr. Eve and Dr. Carol Thomas about menopause. We're taking the stigma away from it. It's no longer a taboo topic. It's something that we can talk about and that we need to talk about, and that is an event that you certainly need to go and check out. So much more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Graham and Zoe, over to you.